Last night, someone knocked on my door. And everything changed. After he left for his night shift, the little room went quiet. Just me and the sounds of the city outside. Then 2 loud knocks. No answer. I pressed my ear to the door and listened. A dog barked somewhere in the dark. I'm afraid of dogs. I stepped back, my heart pounding. In a city where I know no one, a knock at night is a frightening thing. I reached for my phone, and it rang. It was him. The fear melted away. He came back. He actually came back. He'd left his shift early. He couldn't stop thinking about me here alone. The knock that scared me was the person who loves me most. I poured him a cup of water. Neither of us said much. We didn't need to. I handed him the water. His forehead was covered in sweat. He must have rushed the whole way here. I wiped it for him. I asked him why he'd come so early tonight. He said, "Earlier you told me you were scared to sleep alone in a big city like Guiyang. So I asked my boss for the night off. I'm not working tonight. I came back to be with you." He gave up a night's pay, just so I wouldn't be afraid. Then he asked, had someone been knocking? Loudly? Yes, I said. It had frightened me half to death. He smiled. It was probably just the neighbor's child playing a little trick. Maybe it was, but to me that knock brought him home. I noticed his work clothes hanging by the wall, full of little holes and tears. I asked if he had a needle and thread. "Let me mend them," I said. He works construction all day. His clothes wear out fast, and living here alone, no one is around to fix them. This yellow work shirt had a big tear right through it. So I sat down with a needle and thread. My mother taught me this when I was young. Out here, you don't throw things away. You mend them and use them again. While I sewed, he took the little fan and turned it on me. The room was warm. He wiped the sweat from my face and kept saying, "Careful, don't prick your finger." I was mending his clothes. He was looking after me. That's just how we are. We talked about home while I worked the small things, the everyday things. 2 people catching up on the months we'd missed. When I finished, I held it up. They're all done. He looked at it and smiled. "You did it so well." Then he said something he doesn't often say. "It's so good to have you here." We hung the work shirt back up good as new. He laughed. "Only when you're here do these get mended. On my own, I never learned how." He was joking. But underneath it, I heard something else, how much he manages alone all the rest of the year. Then he went and warmed a basin of water and set it down in front of me. He wanted to wash my feet. I felt shy. "Let me do it myself," I said. But he just knelt down and slipped off my shoes, then my socks, before I could stop him. He held up my sock and made a face. "Aya, these really stink." "They do not," I said. We laughed like that, back and forth. Then he washed my feet, gently. "You've got blisters here," he said. I had. I'd been on my feet all day, working. But I hadn't noticed until he pointed it out. He pressed a spot on the sole of my foot, an old trick, to ease the ache. "Doesn't that feel good?" he said. And it did. Then he dried my feet with a cloth. "You rest," he said, picking up my socks and pulling that face again like they were the worst smell in the world. I swatted at him, laughing. While he washed my socks, I picked up the little fan and turned it on him. He'd looked after me all evening. It was my turn. When he was done, he said it was getting late, time to rest. I nodded. Outside, a dog barked in the dark. This is the city he lives in, 11 months a year alone. But tonight, for once, neither of us was alone. He woke first, the next morning, rubbed his eyes, looked over at me still sleeping, and smiled. He pulled the blanket back over me and quietly got up to wash. Just a quick wipe of the face, that's all he needs. Then he looked at me again. I was still fast asleep. I must have been exhausted from the day before. So he decided to make me breakfast. He took out the noodles from home, oil tea noodles, our hometown's taste. She'll like these, he thought. He plugged in the little hot plate, rinsed the pot in the bathroom, filled it with water, and set it to boil. Then he opened the curtains. The morning light and the sound of him cooking woke me. "You're up so early," I said. "I'm making you oil tea noodles," he said. "The food from home. Go wash up. It'll be ready soon." While he cooked, I washed my face and tidied my hair. He lifted the noodles to check them, then folded up the bedding while he waited. He doesn't sit still. "Look," he said, "oil tea noodles from home." He opened the jar of oil tea paste, spooned in 2 scoops, and lifted the noodles into a bowl. I sat on the bed, watching him. I couldn't stop smiling. It has been a long time since someone cooked for me. He gave me the bigger share and split the soup between 2 bowls. Then he called me over and pulled up a stool for me to sit. We ate together. "So good," he said, and it was on my birthday months ago. I made these same noodles alone. 1 bowl, 1 egg. This morning there were 2 bowls, and someone across the table. The same noodles never tasted so different. I told him I wanted to see his work today, where he goes, what he does. All right, he said, I'll take you after we eat. I ate every bite. He drank down even the soup.
开玩笑哈。
好嘞。
I washed the bowls, we changed our shoes, and headed out. He locked the door, and we walked down the stairs to the van, the one he drives for work. Half an hour later, we reached the vegetable wholesale market. He opened the back of the van. Part of his job is buying food for the workers' canteen, crates of tomatoes, chili peppers, celery. First, we picked a few vegetables for our own dinner. He stepped into the stall, but I hung back outside. I'd only just come from the village. In a busy city market, I felt shy, out of place. He waved me over. Come, choose with me. So I did, smiling. We picked chili peppers, and I found 2 good tomatoes. Then loofah, celery, and some corn. I couldn't resist. The seller weighed it all. $10, about $1.40, a whole bag of vegetables for our dinner. Then came the heavy part, loading the crates for the canteen. We lifted them together, straining under the weight. The market was crowded. A big truck was blocked in by a white car, and as the car backed up, it startled 2 dogs sleeping in the road. On the truck sat a small child riding along with his parents, out working. So young, already on the road. Out here, hard work passes from one generation to the next. Once the truck moved, we drove on. On the way, I saw the sweat running down his face again, and I reached over to wipe it just like the night before. All I can really do for him is small things like this. But maybe small things are enough. Half an hour more, and we reached his workplace. We carried every crate to the storeroom shelves together. This was one day with my husband, the first in months. Tomorrow, he goes back to work before the sun is up. And I'll wait for him in that small room, just like he waits all year to come home. We don't get many days like this. So we hold on to them, a mended shirt, a bowl of noodles, a bag of vegetables carried side by side. For now, we are still together. If you'd like to keep me company through these days, please stay with me, follow along, and leave a few words below. It means more than you know to know you're out there.